Hi. In this video we're going to play a little bit with what we know about lists. So let's start by just creating a simple list with like values going from 0 to 10, like this simple list. So what we can do, for example, with the list is, suppose we make a vector. The thing is, in Vikid, what you can do is you can just drop directly within one coordinate also like a list. This is going to provide you then all of a sudden a list of vectors. It's very useful. So you can, right now you can say, okay, I want to get these two like drawn shapes. So let's go over here. Let's apply like a function on each one of the elements so we can start to paint them. And now we have like a list of shapes. So if we go back to like applying normal like what you can do on lists, you can go to construction. We can flatten the list as an image, as you can see over here. So now we have like this row of values, and you can apply that to basically anything. So let's say if we add over here a color, you can add this list of values as well. Now, of course, we're gonna see like right over here, we're gonna overshoot. The reason is because we have these colors going directly from, or the color values are set from 0 to 1. And what we can do then over here is, let's say we have like a count number. So I'm going to take out the count number over here, and the step, we're going to divide the step by the count number. So it's, as an end result, we're going to have like a list which is going from 0 to 1 basically. In this case, I think I need to just subtract 1 from it, and now we'll get like a full coverage, as you can see. So from 0 to 1. So if we see this right now on the color, you have it like this. So you can do something similar. For example, we take a shape, and on that shape we want to paint that shape, and we paint it with a list of colors. So right now we get like a list of shapes, and we can say, for example, with this list of shapes that we want to move them. So okay, go back to like applying on each element something, and in some cases you can also like apply a list on this one. So it's, if the list is matching, it's going to automatically then apply it for each element in a proper way. So we can say, okay, with like our transformation over here, let's decouple the transformation and apply it over here onto the sphere with the list. So if we look at this right now, as you can see, we have different spheres going in that direction. Now there's multiple things that we can do. We can say, okay, so you have like this list. Again, on each one of these elements, we can multiply it by a value of 2 or 3, whatever. So we get like some more spreading, as you can see. Let's just increase the value a bit. And let me just immediately collapse it also. I'm going to go back. So we see this, and then now it's easier to play around with it. I was over here at the motion, so let's increase for each element the offset. And we can do the same for this value. We can add, for example, the list over here as well. And for each element in this list, we can multiply it. So we get like a little bit more offset over here. And on top of this, we can add time. I can do it perhaps over here right away. So let's add time. So now it's moving upward. And then the end result, we can add, for example, a sine. Oh no, not a sine. Sorry, it's the wrong one. A sine wave. Okay, so now we have something interesting, like a pinkish floating worm. And again, we can just combine this with, let's say, we're going to put this one underneath our arrows that we have over here. So as you can see, it's extremely flexible in Vikid on how you can play with your lists and everything. You can always like very easily inspect each element, what it is doing. You have like the ability to do operators on each one element. You have the ability to collapse. I didn't show that in this, but it's the same principle. So basically you can do an operator on each element and like collapse it all together. So for example, you can do like a multiply on a list of values, or like a minimum or a maximum. It's very, very useful. So that concludes it for this video, playing around a little bit with lists in Vikid.